Good evening and welcome to Justeventonline News at 9. I am Anifat Ismail. First news headlines. Tinubu pleads for more time as NLC issues strike notice. Shettima woo's investors says Nigeria ready for business. Senate raises alarm over diphtheria as for the government to halt spread. INEC boss Yakubu states why election riggers go scot-free. Patigi Boat Mishap, SEMA, NEMA distributes relief materials to victims. Kwara Poly offers free rides to staffs. Demand accountability from government, market house tells Nigeria and on sport. NPFL increases prize money to 150 million naira as Nigeria beat Australia 3-0 for first win. Now the news in details. President Bola Tinubu has appealed to the organized labor to avail him more time to consider their grievances before embarking on any nationwide strike. This is just as indication emerges that the federal government may enforce a court order restraining the organized labor from embarking on a strike over the withdrawal for subsidy in May if the Nigerian Labour Congress makes a good its threat on August 2nd. The Speaker of House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, disclosed that the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, disclosed Tinubu's plea to State House correspondents after leading some officers of the House to brief the President on the outcome of the engagement with the National Association of Resident Doctors, which has declared a nationwide strike. Vice President Shettima in Rome urged foreign investors to take advantage of the opportunities in Nigeria, declaring that the country is now ready for business. The Vice President noted that the combination of Nigeria's young, energetic population and the agenda of the new administration placed the country far ahead of others in the region. Senate on Wednesday urged the Ministry of Health, the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, and National Primary Health Care Development Agency to halt the spread of diphtheria in Nigeria. It also urged the federal government to increase funding for all institutions involved in the production and distribution of vaccines, so as to effectively tackle the prevalence of the communicable disease in the country. It directed relevant agencies to carry out a nationwide vaccination to curb the spread of diphtheria in the country. The chairman, Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, has explained why ballot riggers and other electoral offenders escape the long arms of the law. The INEC boss said the absence of electoral offences commissions and tribunal to take over power of prosecution from the electoral body was inimical to tackling the menace. Yakubu stated this yesterday at a post-election review meeting with media executives in Abuja. According to him, the country's electoral process will remain ineffective without a proper agency to deal with electoral offenders. In a compassionate effort to alleviate the suffering of those affected by the tragic Patigi Boat Mishap, the Kwara State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, joined forces with officials from the National Emergency Management Agency to distribute much-needed relief materials. The collaboration aimed to bring solace and support to the distressed and vulnerable victims in the state, and also to bring back smiles and hope to those grappling with the aftermath of the boat mishap. Malam Sadru, The Secretary of Kwara State, Malam Saadu Mashood Magaji, Secretary of Kwara SEMA, conveyed heartfelt condolences to Etu Patigi and the entire community of Patigi local government. Malam Saadu emphasized the proactive role played by Kwara State government in preventing similar disasters by conducting extensive awareness campaigns on waterway safety practices. In his address, Etu Patigi Alhaji Umar Bologi too expressed gratitude on behalf of the victims for the support and assistance rendered by both federal and Kwara State government. He pledged unwavering support to the administration of Malam Abdurrahman Abdulrazak. Etu Patigi also assured SEMA and NEMA officials that the distributed items will reach the intended beneficiaries directly, ensuring that those in need must receive the necessary aid. The management of Kwara State Polytechnic Ilorin has approved free rides for its members of staff. According to the management, the bus palliative is cautioned the effect. According to the management, the bus palliative is to caution the effect of a subsidy removal by the federal government. The intervention is coming after the state governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak also approved the extension of free rides to students and staff of tertiary institutions in the state, among several other multi-sectoral packages to neutralize the effect of subsidy removal. Kwara Poly says its bus palliative will be effective from August 1st, 2023. The Independent Petroleum Marketers Association has said petrol subsidy removal would enable the federal government save money. The National Operations Controller of the organization, Mike Osatui, said this while speaking on the aftermath of a subsidy removal recently. According to him, the excess revenue made as a result of the unified foreign exchange was now in federal government accounts. The last on the news is sport. The Nigeria Professional Football League has announced that the winners of 2023-2024 season will smile to the bank with a jumbo prize of 150 million naira. Chairman of the NPFL, Benga Elegbeleye disclosed this at the inaugural meeting of the newly appointed board. He also declared that the new NPFL season will kickstart on August 26. Also, the Super Falcons on Thursday defeated Australia 3-2 at Brisbane Stadium. The Nigerian female beat their opponent to record their first win in the competition and the fifth win in the history of the Women's World Cup. With the win, the Super Falcons' chance of reaching the round of 16 have been boosted after Canada secured a 2-1 victory against Ireland on Wednesday. We have come to the end of the news. At 9, here is the recap of the story. Tinubu pleads for more time as NLC issues strike notice. Shettima woos investors, says Nigeria ready for business. Senate raises alarm over diphtheria, asks for the government to halt spread. INEC boss Yakubu statewide election riggers go scot-free. Patigi Boat Mishap, SEMA and NEMA distribute relief materials to victims. Kwara Poly offers free rides to staff. Demand accountability from government, marketers tells Nigeria and on sports. NPFL increased prize money to 150 million naira. Women's World Cup, Nigeria beat Australia 3-2 for first win. Thank you for watching Justeventonline News. Remember, it doesn't matter how slow you go as long as you do not stop. For more news, visit www.justeventonline.com and to read more updates. Follow us on our social media platforms with a tab at Justeventonline. You can also send us an email on justeventonline@gmail.com. I am an infant Ismail. To have a good night rest.